I'm Brittany, and I'm working with Rebecca, and the policy we are proposing today has been developed in order to limit the rate of sexual assault on college campuses, especially including student athletes. 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted within their lifetime, and therefore we're proposing a change in the way that sexual assault is handled on college campuses when it comes to student athletes, as well as give guidelines for how individual universities should handle cases of sexual assault when it comes to student athletes. The purpose of this proposal is to provide these universities with preventative methods and policy changes to help decrease the rate of sexual assault on college campuses. In the case of an alleged sexual assault, having a clear policy on how athletes, coaches, and staff will report to the alleged sexual assault will help streamline the process and help avoiding any conflicts, as well as protect the victim and the athletic departments from any persecution. In addition, providing a steadfast rule on how to punish those accused and those convicted will help ensure fairness throughout the entire process. This policy should be implemented at the university level and that have intercollegiate athletics. It is part of a 3-part policy that includes implementation of specific reporting protocols, year-round sexual assault programs, and procedures for management of athletes accused of sexual assaults and those that would be convicted of sexual assault. The first part of our policy relates to how sexual assault is reported on campuses. It is our suggestion in the policy that every university must employ their own Title IX coordinator who is independent from the athletic department. Their main job duty will be to oversee and manage all cases of sexual assault reported concerning a student athlete. However, they will be employed by the university themselves, not the athletic department. This Title IX coordinator will also manage the prevention programs we will present later. In the case of a sexual assault, we also suggest that the Title IX coordinator hire an outside Title IX coordinator to be brought in to work in conjunction with the employed Title IX coordinator during all investigations of sexual assault pertaining to a student athlete. By having a Title IX coordinator separate from the athletic department, we hope to eliminate any fear that that coordinator may feel about their job. Meaning, if the coordinator were to find someone in the athletic department guilty of hiding a sexual assault or convict someone of a sexual assault, they don't need to fear for their job because the athletic department is not who signs their paycheck. Furthermore, we want to limit the bonding and sympathy coordinators may feel for the student athletes. In order for the coordinator to effectively handle situations of sexual assault, there can be no preconceived opinions about any student athletes. The second part of our policy is a year-round sexual assault program, which will be put on by the Title IX coordinator yearly. Our policy calls for sexual assault prevention programs that are aimed at both the student athletes and the athletic department staff. The athletic department staff will be required to attend a yearly sexual assault program. This, like an athlete program, will be mandatory for all staff, coaches, administrators, support staff, etc. Failure to attend will result in a punishment at the discretion of the athletic director and the Title IX coordinator. The staff organized by the Title IX coordinator will focus on ways to identify victims of sexual assault, reporting procedures for that athletic department, methods to communicate with and support victims of sexual assault, methods to communicate with those accused or convicted of sexual assault, rapes, myths, and creating positive team cultures, including helping the staff understand how team dynamics can create an environment where sexual assault is acceptable and or unacceptable. The student athletes will have to participate in a sexual assault prevention program that will be monthly. These courses can be online or in person depending on how the athlete chooses. They will all be overseen by the Title IX coordinator, and again, failure to participate or attend the programs will result in loss of athlete eligibility until the class is completed. This program will focus on the 5 main topics and will require the athlete to interact. These 5 topics have proven research to show that they do positively affect the rate of sexual assault, meaning they reduce the rate of sexual assault. These 5 topics are how to recognize sexual assault, bystander methods to intervene in a sexual assault, rape myths, reporting procedures, and measures to prevent sexual assault, and how the student athlete can help. Lastly, we are proposing a new way to manage student athletes who have been accused and convicted of sexual assault. The last part of our policy is the management of athletes accused and those convicted of sexual assault. With our policy, a student athlete accused of a sexual assault will be suspended from the team. If the athlete chooses to self-enroll in a sexual assault prevention course additional to the one they are already required to take, they may return to active participation status. However, if the athlete fails to attend the course, they will again be placed under suspension. If the student athlete is convicted of sexual assault, they are then expelled from the university and will no longer be able to participate athletically at that university. Lastly, any student athlete with prior convictions of sexual assault will not be permitted to participate in the athletics at all. However, if a student athlete is accused of sexual assault, taken the course, and cleared of the sexual assault charges, they will be reinstated to the team at no penalty to themselves. With these proposed policy changes, we hope to reduce the rate of sexual assault as well as reduce the negative media attention that college athletics receives due to sexual assault.